Guys, for our Culture Pass Challenge today, we are in Fort Sumner at the Bosque Redondo Memorial Site, and this place has a very sacred and special history. Hey guys, we are at a very special place in New Mexico today. I'm here with Marian Cortese, who is the president of the Friends of Bosque Redondo, as well as a regent on the Museum of New Mexico board. And we are at the Bosque Redondo Memorial Site. Tell us a little bit about this site, and as a visitor, what we can expect when we arrive.
Well, the site itself is fairly new. The building that you're in is fairly new. It was constructed and opened in 2005, and we're in the rotunda part of it now. As a visitor coming here, you would have an opportunity to get a little bit of the story of the long walk of the Navajo and also the Mescalero Apaches when they were incarcerated here on this site. Between the years of about 1863, 1868, when the treaty was signed, and they were allowed to go home.
Okay. Now, when a visitor comes, there's a lot to take in. This is a huge, the reservation you said was nearly 1 million acres, is that correct?
That's correct.
The site itself has a lot to digest. What are you hoping that visitors take away when they're done with their experience here?
Well, you're correct, it is a very large site. It was 1 million acres, and during the time that incarceration happened, several deaths occurred on the walk and while they were here. And so there's probably around 1,300 unmarked graves in this area. So when a visitor comes and steps on this land, if they are Native American, many times they feel the sacredness of this place. And so for those who are not Native American, we hope that they would just realize the importance of being respectful to this tragic part of history, and to just learn about what happened in the past, and try to make sure that something like that does not reoccur again.
Absolutely. Now, this place uses a word, and I'm correct my pronunciation if I get it wrong. Weldy? Is that correct? Okay. Which translates to a place of suffering. Can that description of this place be changed, and if so, how do we go about doing that?
Well, I think it is changing.
It is. Okay.
And that was a word that was given to this place by the Navajos, and it was a place of suffering for several years. There was short food rations, and there was disease, and there was times of hardship that caused many deaths. However, I think now that the Mescalero Apache who come here and the Navajo who come are seeking to look at that happened in the past, and look at the strength and the perseverance of their ancestors, and to go away with a sense of not really pride of what happened, how they walked out of here, but just a sense of how honorably they acted while they were here, and that there's always hope for a better future. And when they walked out of here, that they had a phrase that they said in Navajo, and the phrase says, "In beauty we walk, in beauty we walk, in beauty we walk, in beauty we walk." And that means that when you do leave here, my understanding of that phrase is that we're not taking anything bitter with us, and we're going to a better future.
So for more information on the Bosque Redondo Memorial Site and the Culture Pass Challenge, head over to casa.com, click on the Style tab, and come explore history where it happened.